Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. Nilram, you reach into the boat.
Cautiously,
And-
carefully, and he's expecting the skeleton to come alive. But yeah,
But
He
what
reaches
is it
in.
that you're attempting to do?
check around.
Yeah. You can reach the skeleton. You can pull back the blanket and find nothing but rotted skeleton underneath. The hull of the boat here sort of deep with water and slick with algae. But the skeleton does not arouse. It does not move. It does not fight.
Are there any rings on him, like identifiers? Is there, I'm looking
There's
around
the
for, like, identifiers
rotted
mainly.
remains of a belt buckle. The leather long ago having been eaten or worn away, and just the rusted lock of the belt buckle still around his waist. You can tell because it's a male because of the small hips.
Anything in there, Nilram?
I look, nothing else is in here.
A broken oar, some rotted bags with nothing left in them at all.
Empty flask?
Broken glass.
Okay, he died drinking. That's good. I shake my head. Doesn't look like there's anything in here.
All right, there's a few more buildings around here. Let's go take a look, and then let's see if we can. If there's a town here, there's probably a way up the mesa from down here somewhere.
And on.
Can I inspect the corpse and just see if I can ascertain if there's a very obvious way he died, like a crack to the skull, or using anatomy, ideally?
Yeah, give me your
Or did
anatomy check, please. 21 is a success. Whatever cause of death this was left no marks on the bones. It must have been soft tissue damage or poison or old age or alcoholism. Maybe something ripped
stuff like
open
that.
his throat. Maybe he starved. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a weapon attack. Usually that would leave some sort of mark on a bone somewhere.
Chunk.
Maybe he had his throat slit and then was left in the boat. Who knows?
We go and
Yeah,
check the hatch.
Yeah. All right. Let's look around. Oh, you want to check the hatch on the boat?
Oh, no. I thought there was a thatch. Sorry, I meant thatch.
Yes, the thatched building nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah. You walk up towards the building, and very quickly you notice that there is a section of ground here that has been broken away. Once upon a time, this had been some sort of pit trap that has been activated some time ago. The branches that lean over are snapped down inside, and below there are some spikes with some water in it, and you can see the scattered remains of a small creature in here, some sort of bipedal, monstery thing, like a large bird, just down here. Yeah, dead, long dead. Its remains have been picked away. Its bones have been scattered, probably by snakes that have slipped down there, or other creatures that have crawled down to eat it and then left the bones behind.
Like it died in the pit trap.
Yeah, it fell through the pit trap and then was died, and then has been just sitting there for a long time.
Well, keep your eyes out for traps, I guess.
Yeah, there might be more of them. Is the trap big enough, say, for a human to fall into it?
Oh yeah, it looks like a man trap, as we might call them.
Yeah, well, we go around it.
Yeah,
Poking.
it's easy to avoid. Most
I
of the
get a
ground
big
here looks
stick.
pretty solid.
And I poke everywhere.
You poke, tap, tap, tap.
The classic.
Yeah, you can make your way to the village, to this thatched roof building. The door is stuck open, pushed into the building and then sort of off kilter, so it doesn't close anymore. And you can see there is a very large triangle carved in the front of the door with a little ring on each corner of the triangle. The unmistakable symbol of a stair. God of order. God of law.
Well,
Loser
looks
god.
Looks like the White Prince got to these guys as well.
Should we go in? Or should we
Yeah.
just go up to the butte?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know the way up. Let's have a look what's here.
You can search this area. It does appear to be long left over and long ruined, but not ransacked. As you see, there's this building and there's a few more behind it in the canopy of the jungle. And digging around through these things, you will actually find what appears to be 60 pieces of silver, 10 pieces of gold, and 100 pieces of copper, sort of tucked away. You know, this in this drawer, this in like a hiding spot behind this, behind a loose floorboard over here. Whatever little money this village had.
Pocket change to
Can we get like the make? All coins are impounded like with like a symbol or like where it's
Yes.
from. Yeah, what's
Yes.
where are we at? With that?
These seem to be pretty mixed coinage in here. Some of them look like they have symbols of Arcadia on them, of the great Eridonian kings and queens. Some of them are old coins from the Dardanelles, back from before the rise of the White Prince. A few of them are so exotic as to not be able to tell where they would have been from, but they're all about, you know, the same size, just different things stamped on them. A couple of them even look to be elven. A handful of the coppers look to be dwarven. Big scattering.
All right, I mean, I add them to the party sheet, but let's just remember that we've got coins from other places if we need them.
That is interesting and nice to have. Yeah,
Why would they even have all these coins like this here?
don't know.
Trade could bring coins from many places.
Do we see any of these coins in circulation at the moment? Like, or is everything White Prince currency?
No, you do see various coinages in circulation here. White Prince coinage is the most prominent. It appears that the White Prince has either been trying to remove the other ones from circulation or like melting them down and restriking them so that his image is on each coin. All the coins from the Dardanelles have like the profile image of the White Prince on one side, and when you flip it over, it has the triangle of a stare on the backside.
Like the Queen, yeah.
Is there a path then? If we've searched?
Yes,
These houses?
there is some semblance of a path. It's overgrown by now, but you can see what was once a path by some like old railings that are still in place. That like, and a small little footbridge that goes over a little creek. These things do tend to wind in the direction of the waterfall.
Yeah, all right. Let's check it out. Maybe there's something behind the waterfall.
Always check behind waterfalls.
Yeah.
You know,
Playing
if
enough
there's
video games to know.
if there's nothing behind the waterfall, then it's a shitty game that isn't
Lazy devs.
doing things right. And if there is something behind the waterfall, then it's a dumb trope and they're dumb for doing it. It's
what'd you
You can't win, Neal.
no, you can't. Nope. If there's a waterfall, you've already fucked up. Yep.
But
Forget it.
water elemental behind it. That's quite good. Yeah, check. You just get killed.
It's not a waterfall. It's just a giant piss stream. Who's in the front of the party as you go through the jungle?
The captain?
I
Or
am, yeah,
Archie?
of course. I am.
Oh,
I am.
okay, yeah.
No, it's probably third. Sales well, Sale and Archie for themselves.
Yeah,
Sail
Archie.
in front. Sail can be at the back.
Yeah, I'd be at the back.
All right. Our party winds through this area. It turns into a small little, not quite a canyon, but like next to an old dry river creek bed that you are walking along as you come through the jungle. And can I get perception checks at disadvantage from everyone in the party? That means roll them twice and take the worst one. The jungle here is dense and thick, and there are a lot of noises from creatures about, which makes it hard to spot anything that might be coming through, unless you are the mighty, mighty wizard Nilrum,
Oh,
who perceives all things as they happen in real time.
he's a
Nilrum,
genius.
you've noticed that birds nearby have grown a little bit more quiet. Everything else is much as it was before, but everything around you has just gotten a little bit more still, uncomfortably so. It's setting off flags in the back of your mind. This
What does
can't
that
be
tell
safe.
Nilrum?
There must be something that has scared the local wildlife. Something,
Probably Archie.
some sort of monster, some sort of large predator, some sort of people nearby that have managed to like scare off the critters of the forest.
I mean, I'll explain it to the party, but
What, you think there's something here?
well, I'm not sure. I don't think that means much to me, but the birds seem to think there's something here, so, be on the lookout. He says.
Yeah, keep an eye out. It could just be us scaring them.
clicks his
They're used to
heels
being
and
by themselves
dances
here.
on. We disregard your warning.
Yeah, we don't
Excellent.
care.
Yeah,
We'll
no.
go forward.
You keep going forward. You come to a little section where you can see, and coming towards you at
But we go
a
carefully.
quick pace is
sure.
a very large monster. I'm going to
magic
bring
missile
you to the combat page. Before
found
you
it.
can get the magic missile off, let me at least tell you what it is that's coming towards you.
Holy shit.
It is a bipedal creature with a 3-foot long skull, rims of sharp, pointy teeth, a long tail to balance it, stubby little arms. If it were to stand up fully erect, it might be like 16 feet long, but it doesn't stand up. It leans forward, holding its tail out to balance it precariously on its 2 thick, monstrous thighs. This big ol' owl is a predator, and it has seen Captain John
All right.
Winters. Let's
Archie, it's a
all
lizard.
roll
Punch it
initiative.
quickly.
Okay, how
a
hard
very
would it be
large.
to animal handling check this guy?
There's only one way to find out. Why don't you roll into initiative with an animal handling check? That's a 3 on your initiative, and we'll see if you can what you can do here.
How tall did you say this boy is?
If it were to
That's an
stand up,
outsized,
it'd probably be like, 10, 12, 13, 14 feet tall. But when it's leaned forward, it's only like 8 feet. And right now it's leaned forward.
Only 8 feet.
Yeah.
Wait, before Sale rules that, because I think he would know, would this creature be able to stopped by Entangle?
Oh,
Is this
yeah.
a huge or gigantic or incredibly strong creature?
This is it is right on the border between large and huge. I think we'll classify it as large for our purposes here. Entangle,
Probably wouldn't work.
Well, I think it
you know,
might
if there were
read it.
just grasses, it might not work, but there's also trees. And Entangle does affect all the things. So if the creature fails at save, it will be able to break through more quickly than a normal person could. And if it passes its save, it clearly gets through. But you should be able to at least slow it down a little bit.
Based.
All right, stay perfectly still. It won't see us.
You want to risk your life?
How'd
on
that work
Captain?
for him?
Yeah, I saw it once in a movie. I had it in a tail at a tavern. I'm out of park.
You can't trust those silly bards, Captain.
That's true, you're right. Alright, you're right.
Sail, you rolled in with a 12. Oh, you're doing Entangle? You don't want animal handling it?
You know what? This thing is huge, and I don't have animal handling proficient, so I'll just try to entangle it.
Based.
Those are some wise decisions you've made there. Snilrum, you are at the top of the initiative order.
9 damage. Pop, pop, pop.
Magic
Known as finger gun.
missiles unleash and poke through this creature. One through the chest, one through the face, another through the big, massive tail behind it. It lets out a frustrated roar as
No,
you
blows his
hit it.
fingers.
Archie, it's your turn.
Archie will run at it, jump into the air, and try to punch its face.
Right, it's leaning forward with its jaws open in a ferocious
charge.
streak, ready to eat your hands. Go ahead and make me an attack roll. +2 for charge, -1 to your AC. 26 is a great blow. You land it straight on the creature's massive bony jaws and do 9 points of damage. Whap! One blow to
wait.
the creature.
I won't
Land
think
on
it'll make
the
a
ground,
difference. Sorry, go ahead.
squat down, and jump up again to give it an uppercut.
Right underneath it. You snap its head upwards. Oh my god, Archie! With the magic missiles and the 2 serious blows to the creature's head, it is looking dazed, confused, but it's also hungry and
Wait,
mad.
just to make sure though, I don't think Archie should be rolling a +9, should he?
He gets 4, and
Well, from level
3
3
is
from mastery.
7. I think the 2 is including the charge, so that would be 9.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Did
That
you just like
seems-
charge or something, right?
I
Oh no,
did
no, it's
not-
4
I don't know what that's
from
called.
level.
Proof of mastery.
Oh, there's a bless enabled in here for some reason. So
yeah.
2 from level, 4 from level, 1 from strength, 3 from mastery should bring us to 8. 4, 5, 8. Yeah, that's correct. And then another 2. So yeah, that's all perfect. Your damage is great and terrible, but big ol' Al over here will chomp right back at you with his teeth. The 10. Ugh.
Miss.
It's a weak blow. His jaws don't work so well anymore after having cracked with a large set of brass knuckles. And bringing the tail around to the side, he will get it caught on a tree and cannot get you with tail nor with jaw, Captain John Winters.
So sorry,
Right.
Koibu.
I was getting ready to like receive this thing's charge, but seeing Archie like Superman punch it in the face and then uppercut it, I'll come around here like this and see if I can't get a flank attack, or like this maybe.
Probably not. No, the creature is too big and its mouth is the range is too wide. If you were to get it anywhere within this striking range, you'd be like provoking attack of opportunity. So frontal
All right.
only.
That's it.
You thrust with the rapier, finding one of those already wounded and weakened spots hit by Archie, doing no additional significant damage, but irritating the creature. Sail.
And 11 with the
Oh.
dagger.
Nope. No dice.
No.
Yeah,
Nothing but thin air.
I was casting Entangle, and I kind of see the lizard get messed up, and now I'm kind of regretting casting Entangle because I'm like, seems a bit pointless. But
Yeah.
regardless, I'll probably like cast it in this general area.
Yeah. You throw down a nice big old zone of entanglement. The creature will make a saving throw. Its legs caught these trees right around here just lean over and start to grasp onto it. And that is when you hear the shrill, like clawing, shrieking sound, sort of like of other smaller monsters in the nearby area, which are now rolling into initiative for the next round. Will everyone please roll me initiative for round 2?
It's the reserve monsters if you kill the Allosaurus in like one round.
Yeah.
There's like, okay, fuck you guys. There's 12 raptors.
I'm gonna roll. Tell me if this is fine. Norm's gonna wait 3, and then he's gonna roll in for magic missile. But I want to hit the reserve monsters that are coming in. So is that fine? At rolling +4 for a magic missile instead of 1? Because he'll wait for a little bit and then he'll go. Or do you just want me to go at the end of the turn?
It's not
I
the
like
same
what
as
you're
holding a
doing.
Spell, Neal.
Yeah.
Right, I like what you're doing. The 2E has this whole concept of if you are hit before your initiative comes up, you lose your spell, and so it sort of does prevent spells from
I'm
being
cool with losing
readied.
my spell. I just want to be able to see them, if that makes sense. If that's cool.
Got it. Okay.
And
Yeah.
So
the
yes,
larger?
you can slow down the casting time of your spell just by adding more to your initiative, but you'll still be interrupted if you're hit first.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
great.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Sale?
I'm specifically like readying an attack to block, I guess, to like protect me and Milram. So I'll like try to get close to him and protect both of us.
Perfect. Okay. Did everyone roll their initiative? Everyone except for the raptor, or the Allosaurus did.
Don't worry, he's dead.
Big ol' Al. Okay. We will start off the second round. Coming in from up top are these much smaller scavenger bipedal creatures. They have where's my artwork? They look something like this.
Oh, little compy raptors.
Oh.
Like that.
Oh, they do have feathers.
They got long, strong strong legs, long tail, big jaws, and the sort of like protective colored feathering all over them, probably for, attracting mates, for insulating against warmth, and for a little added protection against their gentle skin. The first 3 of these creatures are
I
going
wonder
to
what they
kind of.
sound like. MrMouton, can you give us an impression?
No.
Best not.
They chirp
Perfect.
as they come on in. They get to a very near point of range where they can see you, but they don't immediately hop into the fray. These small scavengers look like they're waiting to pick apart the remains of whatever happens in this battle, looking
Yeah, they're gonna
for
pick
those
apart this
leftover things. Captain Winters, you're next.
Get him. 16.
16 will do it. Your rapier strikes home, cutting through flesh.
5 damage.
5 damage almost does it.
And then with the dagger.
Oh, the dagger slashes high, but gets nowhere. More of the little raptors come on in, cocking their heads side to side, assessing the situation, looking at these people. They're small. They're sort of soft looking. They don't really look like they can defend themselves. Nilram.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going 1d4 plus 1 at 1, and 1d4 plus the other at the other.
Minimum damage. Oof.
Just enough to smack them. Boom. Probably boom and... Yeah, probably boom and boom. So this one,
Right.
and this one.
One you bring to half HP. One you bring to 2/3 HP.
Unlucky rolls, man.
The creatures sort of squawk and bounce back in surprise at seeing this and wait to assess the situation. Big Al over here. Oh, he's got 2 creatures next to him. So he's going to open up with his tail again. Oh, no, he's sort of entangled. We're going to give Big Al a penalty on his attack. Since he is big enough to sort of still move through the brush, I will just give him maybe a -4 on this attack roll that he's about to roll right here. Whoosh, a 14 will come with his tail, and it sort of sweeps through in a striking motion across. Does a 14 hit either of you?
I leap over the tail as it comes across.
What about you, Archie?
I'll do the same.
I guess you both
jump in
leap over
unison.
the slow-moving giant dinosaur tail that gets caught in the branches around you. It strikes the stone, does nothing as the dinosaur reaches out with his long neck, his long teeth.
Sorry, isn't that only a 10? Because you're giving a -4?
Yes, it's a 4. None of it hits anything anyway. And will make a bite attack against the most recent person to have hurt him, Captain John Winters. A bite.
Of course.
Of
course it is.
23, 19, even with the penalties from being entangled, is still going to be a hit, right?
Yep.
Excellent. The teeth sink into you for 13 points of damage. It grabs you with his teeth, lifts you up, kind of thrashes you, and then drops you to the ground as the whole jaw on this creature is slowly breaking and falling apart. And so what would have been a thrash and toss and gobble is like a thrash, and you fall out with the teeth and land near the side.
It's eating me, Archie. It's trying to eat me.
The next set of raptors will get a little bit closer.
Oh, God. They
Speaking
smell blood.
in, yeah, they do smell blood, and they see dying creatures, and they are waiting to join in. Archie.
Right, the big guy's gonna die.
All right. Punch on the big guy.
Oh, he's dead.
That will do it. Yeah. As he lets go of the captain, you find a spot.
Breaking the jaw.
Piece
The
of
creature
shit.
crumbles and dies.
Captain, Archie, back up. Maybe the raptors will go after that.
I spin around on my heels, see the raptors, and roll initiative to try and climb this. How high is this little cliff here, Neal?
Well, hold on. Archie still has to do the rest of his round. Sail has a turn. More raptors have to go.
Yeah, plus on initiative, okay.
Right, but it's like a slanted thing, maybe 8 feet tall.
Can I also try to climb the cliff?
Yeah, you still have movement left. It is not difficult to climb. No check is needed, but it will take you about the rest of your turn to scramble up here.
Got it.
It's muddy. It comes away pretty easily. There are a couple of large rocks and some ruts sticking out of it. And it is at a bit of an incline, so up we go. Sail.
I'm going to get closer to Nilrum and just hold my attack ready, I guess.
Just defend Nilrum against the incoming monsters.
Mhm.
What a hero. All right, the first raptor comes down here. He sees the big old owl is dead off in the corner. He sees that this guy is bleeding over here. This one looks pretty wounded. These two are over here. There's two people right together in one pack. The raptor will go for the fresh kill. It'll slip over here and begin to nibble at the large dinosaur's head. This next raptor is coming over from the back. No, not in quite a good enough spot to eat anything yet. Not for that one. This one comes down over here, looks down from above, and it looks like the Sail Nilrum duo are getting slowly surrounded. Let us roll initiative, please, everyone.
I'm gonna shout at Nilrum and say we need to get to the others.
Yeah, I nod.
Confidence in that. All party members have rolled in.
Wait, no, not yet. Sorry.
2, 3, 4. Okay,
Just chucking my character sheet.
Yeah. Okay. This raptor is the first one to go, and it will come straight for the captain. It runs at you and then leaps, stretching outward with its long or relatively long legs that each have one huge claw on it. And feet first, it comes to rake your body with the claws, looking more to like grip and hold on to you than anything else.
I'm gonna be shooting that as well, because we go at the same time.
Excellent.
I go
13.
I go for a block, missing, but it misses.
I hit him for 4.
You will hit it for 4. Are you sure it misses? Isn't your mage armor broken?
No, the mage armor would have. Oh, from the other
13
guy.
damage. It should have
13.
15, right?
I think it has 14 because I'm level 4 now.
I thought it was 11. But maybe
Well,
it's, maybe it's
you get
10.
an extra 1 per. Do we need to reread?
Yeah, let's
I'll
reread
check
it.
it. I think it's still there though. I think for now.
I think is still there. Yeah.
Oh no, it's 8 points plus 1 per level, so it is gone.
Well, you have 12, so yeah, if it was 13.
Yeah,
then
it's gone. Yeah.
Excellent. So the raptor does grip you.
But it also gets shot.
It does get shot, and it will take the damage as it flies towards you, further propelling it in the direction of the captain. The claws will rip you for 1 point of damage, grabbing hold of your shirt, coming in, and then the face. If the claws hit, the face gets a bite. The face comes in and tries to eat you, but no dice. You can bat it away with your arms. The magic missiles strike it. Don't quite kill it.
I shoot this one with the other magic missile because there's 2.
Oh, right. Go ahead.
3 damage.
That will drop it. That raptor dies where it is. But the one over
And
here will
we
hop.
get movement? Sorry, I get movement as well because I'm gonna try and go to the party. That was
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Take your
so
movement.
spells go off, and then Nilrum is gonna move on over. And I guess go near his captain. I don't know.
All right.
Oh hey, Nilrum.
Then this raptor throws itself off the ledge in the direction of Sail, who last round had readied an attack. Your turn hasn't come up again, so that readied attack, I think, is still being held, waiting for things to go down. Go ahead and make your readied attack, Sail. Oh, the rapier comes out, but too low. The raptor sails over it and attempts to claw you in the face with +1 to hit for high ground. 15. I think that's it.
It's a match. It's 15.
It is a match, which goes to the attacker. It lands on you. Its claws grip your shoulders for 3 damage, and its face comes out. Its big, pointy teeth come and start to assail your skull for another hit, for another 1 point of damage. The raptor is on you. It doesn't weigh a lot. It weighs like 50 pounds-ish, so it's kind of heavy, but it's not enough to necessarily knock you all the way to the ground right away. Leaving us with the next raptor over here. This one is going to... yeah, well, it's just going to go straight for Nilrum. Nilram has blocked its path to the giant dinosaur, and it's going for it. It'll come up, throw itself at you with its claws, whoosh,
Nice.
get nowhere with it. The Allosaurus does not go in initiative, and Captain Winters, John, take your turn.
All right, I'm gonna try and kill this thing, and then. Well, now Nilram's here. I kind of got to fight.
You just scramble up. Fuck it, we'll go there next round.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try and kill this guy. A 12.
12 will hit.
Oh wait, actually, it's only a 10.
Ah, well then that does not hit. No.
Yeah. Okay. Both miss. I stand my ground.
You fight the creatures. They fight back. The 4 of them back over here behind Sail are like chirping at each other back and forth. Like, and one of them will see Sail get attacked and come on in. And pretty soon, Sail is going to be overwhelmed by raptors. This one throws
chickens.
itself at you, but to no avail. Does not hit. The next one comes over as well, tries to attack you, Sail. An 11 is not good enough. No, it also tries to land on you and like gets hit by the magic armor and misses and falls to the side, kind of like landing over here-ish. Archie, from your position, you can see just at your feet, 2 raptors are beginning to eat your friends. But across the way, Sail is getting quickly overwhelmed and surrounded. If he tries to run, they're all going to get free attacks on him. He's trapped, alone.
I think we gotta fight our way towards him.
Can he make it? Can he survive for a few rounds until you fight your way there?
He can make it, yeah.
I'm pancaking the guy who is fucking attacking John.
Nice.
All right.
Fuck this guy. High ground, Neal. That's an 18.
That is an 18. You bring the fist down and you crunch the oversized chicken beneath your hefty weight. It dies.
Next punch goes on the guy next to Nilram.
That is a hit. And you cannot do less than 4 damage, and you also break this raptor in half.
Archie. Thank you.
You get one
Archie,
more.
go over there. Save
Oh
Sail.
yeah, get next.
No, this is the 3rd round of combat. You would have had an extra attack last round, but there wasn't anything to use it on, so we're back to just 2 attacks this round. And you are down here now. Sail! 1 raptor on you, 2 more beside you trying to eat you. What are you going to do?
So, could I, for example, like put my step here and put my back to this rock without provoking an opportunity attack?
Yeah, I would say you can fight your way to the back of this rock. You're not going a great distance. I think you can do sort of like a I'm fighting people, and just slowly moving the combat over here. That seems fair. They will like follow with you as you fight them in this way.
I haven't seen them like actually climb up these ridges either, have I?
You have not.
Okay, so I'm going to assume they're not. They would have to like run all the way around to like jump down on top of me. So I'm going to put my back to the ridge to minimize the number of them that can attack me, and then I'll just make an attack at like the one that's on me.
Great. That's this one. 13 hits. You skewer the creature.
This is why I imagine you doing, Neal, when you were a kid and you had dinosaur toys. Just like making them fight each other, making the noises.
6 damage.
6 damage will cut all the way through the raptor. It drops, falling off of you, its claws pulling out of you, hitting the ground. This is already a dead raptor. This one will come on in. I'm just going to move the dead guy out of here and quickly move to take his fallen comrade's place, leaping to the attack. Claws first. No good. This one over here will come straight for Archie. Oh, natural one. It will jump past Archie. This thing has great leaps on it. Its powerful legs and its small little arms that flap with the feathers allow it to get just enough height to like sail over Archie's head and end up behind Archie and next to Captain John Winters.
Amazing, because I've got a second attack.
Wow. Well, lucky you. Unlucky raptor. This one over here will try to get into the fray. There's not really much room, and so it stands at the back, clucking and waiting for an opportunity to come in and eat you. John, get your second attack.
12.
Hits.
Oh my god. 7 damage.
Exactly,
He's
it's
dead.
hit points.
Ha! Alright. Let's save sail. I'll use whatever movement I have this round to start pushing forward.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I am casting, a lot of spells for XP next time. Not that it matters,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was the
One
wrong
day.
roll, sorry. Of course.
Dead one. That's a dead one. That's a dead one. That's a dead one. Okay. Nilrum, you are first. There is one raptor next to you that has been munching on this creature, but once the other raptors showed up and started doing things, it perked up its head and it's been looking around, watching the combat, and you can see it's changing its mind. It's going to join its flock.
Sorry, I had to refresh roll 20, so I'm actually at 9.
Okay. Then it is not your turn. It is the 2 raptors on sail. Now, these guys over here in this little pack aren't so concerned about the losses on the other side of the battle map. They're just focused on what's happening here, and they will take their opportunity to attack sail. 14 and 8 are both close, but neither of them will hit you. You can fend off the creatures that make claw attacks, darting with their head, and then leap up with their feet towards you, and you can bat them away with the side of your rapier, keeping them from mauling you. Nilrum.
Okay, it would have been 4 damage to this one, and then 2 damage to the back one.
Okay. 4 here. 2 here. Excellent. This raptor next to next to Sail will also try to get some claws in. 12 is no good. And Archie, it's your turn.
Yes. I'm moving over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll punch the low damage one first.
Oh, look, he's dead.
Yep.
Dead.
You crush it.
And the other low HP one.
Dead.
I'm
Crushed.
just rolling like a god today.
Yeah.
Every day. It's a
You
problem.
good, Sail?
Yeah, I think I'm good. Thanks for saving me, Archie. I killed one though. Did you see it?
Oh, I'm sure he did.
It's your turn, Sail.
I'm going to put all. Wait, he didn't see it. I'm going to put all my fury into trying to kill
You've got to get the kill this time. So
He
Archie
has to
sees
win
it. Yes!
Critical hit!
Nice.
Roll me double damage.
2d6 plus 2, let's go.
Dead.
10 points of damage is a pierce right through the creature's neck. The blade comes out the other side, quivering with raptor blood, and it falls limp, sliding off of your blade by the pull of its own body weight.
See,
The
Archie, I
raptor.
killed one.
The
You
one
got
over
it,
here.
Sail. Oh, yeah.
The one over here next to Nilrum is aware that the situation has not worked out, and it will attempt to flee through the entangled zone because it doesn't understand the magic at all, and will just get itself caught in the entangled zone and be stuck here. This raptor back here will fucking take off like an angry turkey. It flees through the jungle as fast as its little legs will carry it, leaving us with John.
Are they faster than humans?
Yes, quite a bit faster
Absolutely.
than humans.
Okay. Can I? No, fuck it. Alright. I sheath my sword. I look around. No one else is wounded apart from me.
Classic.
Everyone alive? And go into check on the room.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
think
even
we're
get
good,
touched. I
Captain.
just dodged those guys easily. Are you good?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the big one took a chunk out of me, but I'm alright.
The big one got you good, Captain.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna swallow me whole at that for a minute there. I don't know how you
Archie
do it,
holds up-
Archie.
Archie holds up 5 fingers. 5, boys. I got 5 of them.
Goddamn, including the big one.
That one counts as like 5.
Yeah,
on
that
its
got
own, so
2.
yeah, like,
Well, let's keep going, boys.
All right, hang on. I've got 4 charges left in a healing salve that I'll just use on myself to get me up to 9.
I might have a small one that you can use as well.
I think we're eating good tonight. Those guys have some thick
Yeah.
thighs on them.
Neil
Yeah.
flips you a 3-charge healing salve if you want to use that.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I would like to take the time to butcher one of the compies and take the best
You wanna-
prime meat.
Mm-hmm.
You want to eat
Which
these
is the big
things?
I mean, we killed them. Of course, we're eating them. I'll like slap
do
my
look-
on the shoulder. We gotta celebrate all this kills.
They do kind of look like big chickens, but you don't think all these corpses are going to attract more?
I'm already cutting the good bits off. I'll be a few minutes.
All right. I mean, I'm applying healing salve to myself anyway, so.
Oh no, I failed to get the good bits. Rip.
Well, you hack this thing apart. The organs are not quite in the right places that you would expect. The bones are strangely shaped, and you find yourself like hacking through bone instead of through the joints, which leaves all these like shattered segments within the flesh. It's kind of uncomfortable. And it's not that your best
I'm only
work.
butchering one, by the way. I'm not like spending all day here. I'm just
Right.
like, seeing if I could get a steak.
Okay. Well, the sun is beginning to go down. If you press forward, you can either make it to the waterfall before sundown or just around sundown. Or you can head back and drag one of these things and make camp in the old abandoned village for the night.
Press forward.
Which,
Yeah,
Forward?
let's make our way to the waterfall. Sale, you can take enough for dinner tonight, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
it's not the
press
best
on.
meat I've ever seen, but
Yeah, a bit stringy, perhaps.
okay.
Still, though, thing was trying to eat me. Captain Winters gets the last laugh.
You
Yeah, we
can
press on forward, yeah.
follow this trail, and sure enough, it will lead you to another small little village near the waterfall. Not quite at the waterfall, but there's like, so the water comes off the mesa, and then there's a large pool at the base of it where it collects, and there's mist being pushed up and all over, and kind of swelling through the jungle. There's cool water all over, and the deafening roar of the waterfall. But maybe about 100 feet back towards you before the waterfall is another collection of thatched houses. These ones are in a greater state of disrepair. The water from the waterfall here has caused them to rot much more quickly. Most of them are toppled. You can find one that still has like stone structures at the base and nice solid boards that have held the roof together. The thatch has rotted and fallen apart a little bit, but the majority of the structure seems to be intact.
We just continue to the waterfall, right?
Yeah.
No, this is a good place to camp, right? In some of these buildings. Let's check them out.
it depends. The last time we made camp in a town on this island, there were undead.
Well, I poke my head in and look for skeletons.
Would you make me a wisdom willpower check, Captain
Actually,
Winters?
you don't want a dex check.
No, I want a wisdom willpower check.
Easy.
You do recall the traps that you faced hours ago back in the other place, and you have been carefully reminding yourself to tap forward, and sure enough, there is a nice sturdy pit trap right before this building that your walking stick goes whoof, right through a rotted tarp.
I take a step back and say, it seems the locals here were paranoid. Maybe we know why.
For good reasons.
I guess so, yeah. Well, it's not a reason not to camp here.
It's more defensible than we thought.
Yeah. Can I step over the pit trap now?
Yeah, you can, disable or, break it apart enough that you can see where the borders are, walk around it, keep poking your way forward. You will find another 2 pit traps near this building. Sort of like the entrance faces the trail that you're coming up, and then in the front of the trail, and then like slightly behind and to the sides are also other pit traps, as if anyone trying to approach this building from this trail would be
Is this building
caught by it.
different than the others?
Has a stone base. The other ones seem to be mud brick bases, and the mud brick has like worn away with all the moisture. The stone stays nice and sturdy. It looks
Okay.
better infrastructure than the others.
Yeah, so I will loop around the pit trap to take a peek inside.
Excellent. Now will you please give me that dexterity check?
Oh yeah, of course, that's no problem. 30.
Coming in through the front, you find that as you cross the threshold, there was a very thin string of wire holding back a lasso trap, something that would go around the ground here and snag your leg. And as you break it, you can pull your foot back just in time as a tree snaps forward, pulling with it a rope that sort of just sails back and forth. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Does this
Neal,
trap look like it was set up recently?
I was about to say, there's no way this could be an 80-year-old trap. No way.
All right, there's somebody still here. Guys, follow me in here.
Living in the town or nearby? I follow
Someone nearby.
Yeah. Shouldn't we just call out to him, Captain, like we did before? Explain that we know the atrocities that happened here and we stand with the Kaisers?
All right. Yar! I be Captain Winters. Who goes there? Who's here? We're enemies of the White Prince. Perhaps you are too.
Just the sounds of the jungle and the roar of the waterfall.
Were there any symbols of a stair on the doors in this place too?
No.
Captain, I think that if they're going to be anywhere, it's going to be the waterfall. I think we should check it out before it's completely dark.
This building's important. We've got a few minutes. We can go to the waterfall tomorrow. Why not just camp here? We can go there in the morning.
Because we probably want to find whoever's here first before we set camp for the night.
They would know the land better than we would. We're at disadvantage until we find them.
That's fine. Do you not think whoever it is still going to be here tomorrow?
Oh, that
I think
depends.
they're
Then
going to
I-
come for us in the night. That's what I think.
I'm wounded. Your spell's cancelled. This is an easily defensible place.
They have many spells.
All right. Well, I'm checking it out anyway. I
Yeah,
still
check out
check the
the house,
building.
right.
You can come on in. It appears that most of it has fallen into a state of disarray, but right near the front door, there's one corner that's nice and stable where a small little altar has been set up. There's little, what would you call them, like little vases that have fluids in them. There's what appears to be maybe like week-old rotted chicken nearby, placed on a small sort of rounded altar-y thingy. There's some burned charcoal as if someone had set a small fire or had burned some sort of incense here recently, maybe, a week ago or so. It definitely looks like an altar to a deity or to a sacred figure of some kind, complete with offerings.
No symbol?
Yeah. I call out, Sail! Get in here. You're going to want to see this.
Does anyone have a religion proficiency before Sale gets a chance to speak?
Let me see. No.
Okay. Then anyone who wants can make me a wisdom check at half their wisdom to see if you can recognize the altar and what it might be.
Like all of us or just one of us?
Anyone who wants to. You don't have to investigate it. 16 and 8 will do it, though, PotatoMcWhiskey. You will indeed notice that there are little points on the back of this altar, like little dots, and they make up the configuration of stars that represent a Gepa, the god of the hunt. Offspring of Astaire and Verasi.
I'll relay this information to the party.
So there's a hunter here.
It's a shitty god.
Is it?
It's not one of the main ones.
I guess
I mean, they're alive in this island alone, worshipping this god. Seems like they might have a pact with this god as well.
Yeah, well, let's hope they don't turn their attention to hunting us. All right, well, I see no reason why we should stay here. I mean, clearly whoever this is returns here, so if we really want to find them, this might be a good place to stay. But we can press on to the waterfall if you'd feel safer there.
I would feel safer near the roaring waterfall. Any noise that we make won't echo out.
Neither will any predators try and sneak up on us.
People
But,
don't
yeah.
usually fight at the water source. I don't know if you've I don't know if you're well traveled, Captain, but it's kind of a neutral ground for animals.
Before we leave, I'll cut off a small hunk of the meat from one of the compies and like leave it on the floor in front of the altar. I'm not going to worship, but I'll leave it there for them to use it.
Mm.
As a like, someone was here, but we're not
Mm-hmm.
trying to conceal it.
The party picks
press
their
on.
way through the village. You'll find 2 more pit traps in here, but you're all aware of them and have been poking carefully forward, so they fall away easily before you. These ones also look fairly recent. The tarps that used to hold the brush at bay are old and rotted, so they must be traps that are continually reset or just have been manned for a long period of time. And taking the trail, you come closer to the waterfall. As you get near to it, the sound of the water is near to deafening. The track that you take runs back behind the waterfall, and you can see that it pops out on the other side, just like weaving away behind it before it goes and begins to switch back on these narrow, tiny, cliffy ledges where you're going to have to use like both hands to step side by side and sort of shuffle your way back and up this cliffside. In theory,
Finally, something I'm good at.
you should all be able to do it with a dex check at +4. It's well built enough that most people should be able to handle it fairly easily, but it's also sort of slick. If you fail the dex check, you might be taking a tumble. So,
Not yet though. We'll go in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
We
Also,
camp here.
if you are hit while climbing, it will provoke an immediate dex check with no penalty or bonus, else you fall. Just so you know that
Good
it's
call, Captain. I would say we just press on and finish it up.
It's
almost at the
nighttime.
end.
It's nighttime. We can't do that in the dark.
sun is
I
beginning to
turned
set.
Light?
I turn to Noah and shout over the sound of the waterfall. Well, this seems like a nice, peaceful place to make camp.
Captain,
That's
we're not
all
gonna. Norm shouts back. We're not gonna get any rest here. We're not gonna be able to get any spells. Let's press on.
Sorry, what was that, Noah? What did you say?
He'll get real close to you and shout in your ear.
Oh, yeah, you're right. This is a bad place to camp. I looked at the sun. The sun. Do we have time to make it up? I don't think we're gonna have time to make up the switchback, are we? It's just not worth it. Let's go back and camp somewhere away from the waterfall because there's no point climbing this thing at night. It's incredibly dumb. For what? I mean, I'd understand if there was a goal. Nilren, what's the reason? Why are we in such a rush?
Norm mouths like he's speaking, but he's not. He's just being inaudible.
Can't hear you. All right. I motion and we walk back away from the waterfall
back,
until
yeah.
we can either back to the village or just back to like a clearing where we can make camp.
Mm-hmm. All right. You pull back to the village, far enough away from the waterfall to hear that you guys can talk amongst yourselves. There's plenty of wood around, and you guys can settle down to make a camp. The fresh water from the nearby waterfall and pond and river give you guys everything that you need to drink. You'll be out here without much in the way of food, though. I don't think you guys brought a lot of rations off of your ship with you.
Why not?
I don't know. No one
wait,
said
why
that they
wouldn't
were
we?
bringing rations with them. You guys just like hopped off the ship and then you started exploring, and now you're
Do I need
miles
to
away
tell you
from
that
your
I'm bringing
ship.
my pants with you?
Well, we don't usually say bring in rations. I assume that we've got some.
Yeah.
Well, this is, I think, our
assume we're
first
coming out here to
inland
camp out,
voyage
no?
in a while.
Well, we didn't say we were bringing rations. We went to
true.
the desert.
That's true.
Well,
That's true.
it doesn't matter. We've
Um,
got food anyway.
Well,
If
let's
you
just retroactively apply it. Bring as many rations as you want. Your ship has plenty, but we should know now that we're out in the wilds away from the ship how many days of food each of you have on your
How
own.
long would we guesstimate that it takes to get to the top of the mountain, given a nice journey where nobody's captured or anything? Like 4 days each?
4 days would be a reasonable estimate of what it might take you to get there. You know, the journey could be fraught with dangers. You might have to like redouble some of your routes. Some areas might be difficult or impassable.
Yeah.
4 days to get there. That's a healthy
There.
estimate.
And we want to get back, so
Yeah, if you want to
Take
then have food for back,
8
8
days
days.
each. How much weight is that?
16
pounds a
pounds
day?
each.
Okay, I can take that.
I will eat my rations instead of eating the dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
I'll taste it, but
Yeah,
I would have brought enough for everyone to eat one meal. so if you don't need it, then one just go spare.
Cool. Nightmare rations.
Yeah,
Make sure you
okay.
put your rations on your party sheet with the correct weights.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, on your character sheet.
Yep.
We don't, just if it needs saying, we don't sleep in that guy's temple.
I
Okay.
agree.
Just sleep in one of the other buildings.
Sure. You can find another building that is semi-intact to give you a little bit of shelter and make your camp in there.
Yeah.
Before I go to sleep, I'm gonna just like figure out how detect spirit works. I'm just gonna like cast it in the direction of the town. I imagine it's hold on. 'Cause I was like thinking of using it today. I think how far away from the town are we right now? Probably like
The town at the lake that your boat is
The
docked
temple.
at?
near the temple.
Oh, near the temple.
Oh, where
you're
in
in
it?
it. You're
We're in
presently here.
We're in that town, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast detect spirits, just kind of like to cover the most of the thing to see if there's any ghosts in the area. I'm trying to learn what my spells do.
Mm-hmm. You do indeed detect a spirit. Simply detecting a spirit doesn't give the caster any special ability to communicate with or attack the entity. But as you sort of, cast in the direction of that altar and of this like old, ruined, abandoned village, you detect spirits. Spirit singular? Spirit singular.
I detect one spirit.
Oh, any within the area of effect are revealed in their preferred form or appearance for all to see. Okay, so not only do you detect a spirit, but a spirit sort of becomes visible, standing or like rising from the ruined building that contains the altar is the spirit of an old woman. She's dressed in heavy shawls. She has a gnarled staff that she's using to support herself, and dangling from her neck is the holy symbol of a Gepa, god of the hunt. She looks out in your direction, cleric of Rohi, intently at you, gazing into your eyes.
I will wave at her in a friendly manner.
We can all see this?
You can
Or
all
just
see
all-
it. Yeah, I think you're making camp and you're like chatting amongst yourselves, and all of a sudden like this ghostly woman appears as the sun is going down, as Archie's getting the fire going, and this like semi-transparent, ethereal old crone of a woman with a gnarled staff that she leans on gazes out at you from this ruined temple building.
We would have heard him casting a spell or chanting, right? This
I
Possibly.
would have said.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I would have said something to the effect of like, "Hey, I'm gonna try out another power for my god." Kind of like crack my fingers and try to show off a little bit. And then I would have casted detect spirits. I don't know how you want that to look.
normal watch, I guess, and let let Sale do his thing.
As the spirit rises from the house, I think I try to hide a look of like terror on my face as to what the fuck's going on here.
I'll wave over the spirit and point and go like, I think that's a ghost. I think I can show us ghosts.
Can it attack us?
And
I've heard
speak?
ghosts can do terrible things.
It's a good question. I don't know. I'll shout out to the ghost. I'll say, "Hail, we come in peace."
She raises her staff once and sets it on the ground and comes sort of moving out from behind the wall of the temple and walking towards you, except her feet don't quite touch the ground and they don't match the pace at which she moves. They move like an old hobbled woman, but her form like gently and easily flows across.
I pull out the Kaiser book out of my backpack, and I'll stand next to Sale and kind of like show it to her and like point at it. I assume it has like the family crest or something on like the front, yeah.
Yeah, the book is held out, but she pays no attention to it. She meets Sale's gaze and moves closer to him, like transfixed on his eyes, oblivious to the rest of you.
Good luck.
I'm getting very creeped out.
It's coming closer.
I'll take a step back of uncertainty.
Well, it's about 30 feet, 28 feet,
Oh,
26 feet, 24
does she look
feet.
like intent on violence, or is she like investigative? Am I like getting a sense?
Wiz?
Yeah, give me a charisma check. See if you can read the emotion on her face. It is a look of, what would you call that? Have you ever done something and then, like, when you were a kid and blamed one of your siblings, and your parent comes over and like looks at you like they know the secrets that you've done and that you've tried to like pass the buck onto someone else, and they're kind of like intent and cross? It's that sort of look.
I'm an only child. Sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm like
20 feet,
perturbed and slightly panicked now that I see
18
that she has
feet,
some anger. I'm like, I don't know what she's gonna do to us,
16
guys.
feet.
Should we leave?
14 feet,
Spirit,
12
either
feet.
speak or we'll have to dispatch of you.
10 feet,
No one will call out.
8 feet,
I'll like
6
I'll
feet.
back
hands
up.
and say, I'll hold my hands up and say, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did.
She stops at about 6 feet as you put up your hands and claim that you don't know what you did. She will set the staff, tap the staff on the ground again, and dip her head low as an old woman can possibly do it. And as she dips, like, the amulet hangs forward, and she stands back up, holding it out for you to like see, to gaze at, as if she's showing you who she is.
I'll look at the amulet.
It's clearly a holy symbol of Agepa, god of the hunt.
So she would have been a priest here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask her, do you know who still lives here?
The head bobs up and down.
Are they dear to you?
It continues. Yes, they are.
We mean them no harm. Could you show me where they are?
Give me one more charisma check. Cleric to
I'm sorry,
cleric.
I mean no harm to this person. I'm just curious. Damn.
She considers you for a moment. A 20 from anyone would have been a bit of a failure here. But you are also a cleric, not to her same god, but you are a character of faith. And she recognizes the honesty of your... honesty is not the right word, but when one cleric speaks to another, there's a certain amount of additional... Sincerity. Thank you. That's the right word I'm looking for. And she gazes towards the sandstone thing that you hold around your neck. And
I'll hold it out and show it to her.
Moves closer to you. She comes to within like 2 feet, and she will touch her symbol of Agepa against your sandstone one. And for a moment, you can feel the sandstone amulet in your neck like vibrating slightly, and then little sparks come off of it, and it drops back against you as she steps back. And she looks at you with surprise and concern. And then she steps back, worried. Then she steps back, afraid. And then she turns her back to you and begins to like float through the jungle at the same speed, but like looking like she's trying to run as fast as possible, but still at that same very slow pace away from you in terror, in fear.
Sale, what did you say?
I didn't say anything. I just said, does she know who's here, and could she show us where they are? And she touched my holy symbol, and then she ran.
Well,
This
go
is
after
giving
her.
me the
Ask her what
creeps.
happened.
No,
Yeah.
fuck that. Leave it.
Was she hot?
I'll sprint to chase her and to see if like I can like get in front of her.
Easy peasy, yeah. The ghost does not move that fast, even though it looks like she's trying to run at top speed. You can easily cut her off, to which she will stop and like bring up the stick in defense against you, like trying to block you from coming towards her with it. Afraid.
I'll say, listen, I mean you no harm, nor do I mean those dear to you any harm. The only person I wish to harm are the followers of Astaire and the corrupted White Prince. Now, you can give me information, or we can be enemies.
Well, that's gonna work.
Ultimatum threats always work well in Neal's games.
She will take her crooked staff and point it to the waterfall.
Is she like pointing up as well, or just to the waterfall?
Yeah, like she does like a trace along the line of the path that runs behind the waterfall.
All right,
And then she
I'll thank
will
her.
drop to one knee and then slowly hobble her way down to the other, even though she's hovering above the ground still and clipping through the foliage.
I'll thank her, and I'll make her a personal promise that I will not attack those dear to her because she helped me, unless they attack me first.
Hmm.
And then I'll walk away and leave her to her kneeling.
As you leave, she slowly gets up, watches you for a moment, and then returns to her small little shrine. I believe Detect Spirits lasts for a long time, like 10 minutes plus 10 minutes per level. So
Like an
you'll
hour
just,
nearly.
yeah, you'll see her there hanging out near her shrine for the whole hour, watching the party from the shrine.
I'll explain
Yeah,
to
I
the party that she said the person who lives here is up the waterfall. Go ahead, Neil. Or Nick, sorry.
Well, I just don't know how comfortable John's going to feel with a ghost watching us while we camp. I think, well, nobody else. I mean, Neal, are you scared by this? Archie, how do you feel about it?
Sounds exciting to me, to be honest.
You people are all crazy. I will, I sleep with my back against the wall in as much of an alcove as I can find. I keep my dagger in my lap as I try and, get whatever small bit of sleep I can.
Archie will laugh. Don't worry, Captain. I'll keep you safe tonight. There'll be no monsters in the closet.
I'm not even sure you can punch a ghost to death, Archie.
I've punched
seems-
anything that's been our way before.
Never
be-
met
I'll
a
be-
thing I can't punch. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I was talking over you.
No, that's it. It's just making silly comments.
I'll be kind of creeped out by the ghost a little bit. And
Oh, okay.
creeped out by my own powers. That would be my take.
No, it was too cool for school to be scared by a ghost. He's a badass.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Norm's just kind of thinking about it.
I mean, I think most of the night, John's thinking that he'd rather sleep by the waterfall, but it's too late to go back on making fun of Norum for it. So we've got no choice but to stay here.
Yeah, we'll stay here. It's fine.
Party will make camp with the old ghost woman watching you. You'll settle down by the lake, the little fire, dinosaurs are around, pit traps everywhere, ghostly ladies, and we will come back to find out what the party does on the other side of our next break. See you guys in a little bit.